Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're going to discuss what I finished in the month of October and my plans for reading in November and the craft projects I worked on and my newest favorite thing. Okay, so we're going to start with the crafts and get those out of the way. The first thing I finished was this diamond painting of the dachshund. It is finally finished. I've been working on this since last May. So I've finished it and I've sealed it, and I'm really excited to have that done, and it turned out way cuter than I thought it would, honestly. I don't think I like square drills. I think from now on I will be sure that all of my diamond paintings are round drills. The next thing I finished this month, well, sort of kind of finished. As you can see, I haven't woven the ends, was this dishcloth, and I did have to do the bind off this afternoon. I started this about, I know when I started. I started this last Saturday, and I had planned on finishing it October 31st, Halloween night, but I got a surprise case of poison ivy, which I've never had before, and so I took a Benadryl Halloween night and fell asleep and didn't get that finished. So I finished it this afternoon, and that's all the craft projects I've finished this month. So let's move on to books. As for what I read, I have read 3/4 Dead by Richard Peck, and this was an unusual book about a teenage girl who was befriended by some seniors. I think she was a freshman, and she was befriended by some seniors, and they died in a car accident, and then their ghost came back to haunt her. It was a strange book. The next thing that I read, well, I'm not done with this, but I'm halfway through it, is The Nightmares by Dan Pawlowski. I did not realize that this was I'm thinking middle grade. It's about a boy in junior high, and he is encountering ghosts. Him and a new friend he's made at school and his best friend, they're encountering ghosts. And it's a little juvenile. I'm not really enjoying it, so it's a struggle to get through. And I also finished another book. I don't remember the title of it. I listened to it on audiobook, and it was very good. It was was told in two different time periods. Part of it was historical and part of it was modern day. And it was about a woman who had a tree on the property she grew up on. And this story was told through the tree, even had chapters of the book, and it was the history of what happened before she lived there and then her history, and it was a very good book. And I did finish listening to that this evening, and I will post a picture of that somewhere here so that you can see the title of it, because I don't remember. Now let's move on to haul for books. Okay. I did not finish this. I didn't even get started, so it's going to go back on the bookshelf. Come to it at another time. So, for my haul this month, my book of the month club choice was The Water Dancer by Tanisha Coates, and I'm super excited about reading this book, and so that was my book of the month choice, but I haven't started it. The next few books I got out of little free libraries. One is White Oleander. I know that this was popular several years ago, but I've never read it, and I was excited to find it in a little free library. 2 is Cleopatra. If y'all haven't noticed, I like historical fiction and history retellings, so I was excited about this one. Excuse me. The next one is Nostalgia, a novel. And this book is about the Civil War. Again, history retellings. So I'm excited about that. And then Truth Catcher, a novel. I had never heard of this book, but it looked good, so I grabbed that out of the little free library. And this has been making the rounds for a while now, but I found it in our little free library, and it's called A Man Called Ove. And so I'm super excited about that. So that's all my book haul for the month. So let's talk about what I plan on reading in November. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull autobiographies and biographies off my bookshelf, and that's what I plan on reading after I finish this book here for the month of November. So I know I do have a few. I have Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers. I have one of the Tori Spelling books. And I have one, I don't remember the name of the man, but I have one about a man who started a religious cult. So that's kind of what I plan on reading this month, and we'll go from there and see how far I get with those books. The last thing I want to mention is one of the things that I'm most excited about going into November. So that can be anything. And this time it's going to be this Dash mini ice cream maker. I'm not sure if I've mentioned on my channel before or not, but I try to live a keto lifestyle. And ice cream is something that is hard to find that is keto. So I was excited to find that in Target the other day, and I'm going to experiment with some keto recipes. In fact, this morning I did make a mocha espresso ice cream. I haven't tried it yet, but as soon as I get done making this video, I do think I will try it. But I'm super excited about my pint ice cream maker made by Dash. So that's my excitement for the month of November. Thank y'all for joining me. I look forward to seeing y'all again. Tell me down below what you're reading, what you're most looking forward to, and if you've read any of the books I've mentioned, let me know. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.